It's the 8th century BCE, and Isaiah's ministry is just getting started. The Jewish people have been drifting away from God for quite a while now, and they're starting to suffer for it. As enemy nations get stronger around them, the Jewish people even end up fighting themselves. Things are getting worse, yet they still don't see that their problem is that they've turned away from God. As a result, God's judgment is coming in a very interesting way. Take a look at Isaiah's warning in Isaiah 3, verses 1 through 5. See now, the Lord Almighty, is about to take away from Jerusalem and Judah both supply and support, all supplies of food and all supplies of water, the hero and the warrior, the judge and the prophet, the diviner and the elder, the captain of 50 and the man of rank, the counselor, skilled craftsman, and clever enchanter. I will make mere youths their officials. Children will rule over them. People will oppress each other, man against man, neighbor against neighbor. The young will rise up against the old, and the nobody against the honored. God's punishment for the nation is to take away all their intelligent, qualified leaders. Instead, young people, people unqualified, immature, irresponsible, they're going to be the ones who end up leading the country, and they're going to do a terrible job of it. In some cases, their leaders might literally be children, and maybe for others, they're just acting like children. If the Jewish people are going to be foolish and wicked in the things they do, God's going to give them over entirely to their own foolishness and won't be helping them anymore. This is something we should really think about. When we become arrogant and turn away from God, we often find ourselves being led by influences that send us in bad directions. And when a whole society does that, they don't want to have leaders with righteousness and integrity. They want leaders who cater to their desires, who tell them things they want to hear, no matter how foolish. Young people turn away from the wisdom of those who are older than them, despising their advice and bringing harm upon themselves. God's punishment for the foolish people is to give them exactly what they want. He takes away his support from the people and allows the fools to be the ones in charge. We might be seeing a bit of that around us today. Maybe you look at some of our leaders, our celebrities, our important people, and think to yourself, how in the world could someone so foolish become so important? If we spend too much time focusing on them, we might get discouraged and wonder what we're supposed to do. Are the foolish leaders going to end up destroying everything? But take a look at what Isaiah says later in verses 10 and 11. Tell the righteous it will be well with them, for they will enjoy the fruit of their deeds. Woe to the wicked, disaster is upon them. They will be paid back for what their hands have done. Isaiah gives some encouragement to us. Even when a country is falling apart, with fools and children in charge, we can focus on doing what's right, to be righteous in a land that might have a lot of wickedness. And God has a way of bringing his people through such difficult times. It's like the line in Psalm 91, verses 7 and 8. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. Even when disaster strikes, God protects those who have put their trust in him. That was Isaiah's encouragement to those who were wondering if it was worth it to stay loyal to God during his time. And it's his encouragement to us too. So don't be discouraged, even when it feels like foolishness and wickedness are all around. In the end, God will see us through it.